Yo, we're going to do something a little different today, and we're going to play a bit of Frostpunk. I do want to try and get the daily Against the Storm in, but I've been playing Frostpunk a lot off screen. I've been enjoying it, and it's been highly recommended by many, many people. So we're going to knock a quick game out. I'm just going to do a New Hope or a New Home or whatever the hell it's called. Unless this doesn't let me set difficulty. I don't fully remember if it does or not. Where's the best place for me to be? Let's go find out shortly. This does not let me choose difficulty, so we might be doing a scenario instead. Yes, quit me to the main menu. First of all, because I want to come like up here. I've beaten a New Home, but I've only beaten it on medium, so let's crank it to hard. And then we'll see how that goes. We will push ourselves ever slightly further. Okay, game audio works. Let's get the lore.
The frost stopped it all. Suddenly, without a warning.
Feels thematic to play Frostpunk in winter, honestly.
They changed for all of us, no matter wealth or class. We lost our world to snow. And with it, our last traces of humanity.
It is perfect to play Frostpunk in winter. This could be a thing, you know. Every December I could just stream cold games.
We bid farewell to plenty. And for those who remained, came the time to adapt.
For $100, name another cold game.
We decided to leave our homes and head north.
I don't know. Like, do space games count?
Maybe
I mean, it is cold in space.
leaving behind all the things we once believed had made us.
I feel like there's a good argument for Frostpunk being a Christmas game.
That pushed us forward.
But then I'm like, would you call FTL a Christmas game? Probably not.
Step by step. We knew the cost of our journey. And we paid the price.
No, wait, I'm getting ideas. I could do like a 6 month later Project Zomboid game. Or I could do like the permanent winter Project Zomboid game. Ice Sheet Rimworld game would work. Ice Sheet Dwarf Fortress game would work. Maybe this could be a thing. Maybe we could play the winter games in December and it can be a fun little thing that we do. Anyway, we fled from London and we crossed the sea to reach the frozen north. On the way, our convoy was hit by a blizzard and scattered. Oh no. A handful of us managed to reach the site of this generator, only to find it frozen solid and abandoned. Why is no one here? Did any of our people survive the blizzard? Are there any others out there? We have to survive. What's up, Yazin? Yeah, any cold game recommendations, leave them in chat. It's Frostpunk A tier. Project Zomboid definitely does be cold. Yeah, I can see your messages. Oh, we start with no wood on hard. How about that? Or is that always how it works? I don't remember. Anyway, we need a couple people to work coal. And then I'd really like to get a gatherer's hut up, just for the efficiency. So we need 15 wood, 5 steel for that. Give me wood, give me steel. And then we've still got 20 laborers. Give me like a little bit more wood and a little bit more coal. It's going pretty well. We're playing Christmas games. You know, Frostpunk, the classic Christmas game. And we only start with 50 raw food as well. Okay, so hard is just like we're starting resources. I get it. I see what you're saying. I am from the United States. That is as much identifying info as I give out. We will not be using child labor. For sure, for sure. No, we're not going to put our children to work. They have better things to do. Like being cold next to a generator. Although, hang on, wait, let me look at the laws again. No, emergency shift is the one that we want. Because I want to get to extended shift. Extended shift, very good. Emergency shift probably won't use that much. But extended shift I like a lot. Anyway, we have gathering post now. Give me a gathering post like out here is about where I'd like you to go. And then we're going to bring a road like that eventually, but we need 8 wood for that. Which we'll have any minute now. There we go. So let's get a street. And then where can I find free builders? You guys come and build for a bit. The name of the game is going to be maximizing our worker efficiency as much as we can. We want to keep them out of the snow. We want to keep them inside insulated buildings. We do not want sickness to get the best of us. And then with the spare wood that comes in, I mean, realistically, what do I want to build second? I think I can put off cookhouse for like a day. I think I can put off workshop for like a day. I'd really like to get tents going, but not a ton. Is there a Game of Thrones game? I don't know. I never super got into it, but maybe. God, I would really like to get a workshop up fast though, but like the economy is not really there for us. No, we need to invest in our people first. And investing in our people means houses. I also don't need you on steel anymore. How about you come over here on wood? Like that. And then you guys will be getting 2 wood, a little bit of steel. Second camp will probably go here. Third camp will probably go there. I don't think I'm ever going to be making more than 3. Biggest thing I'm worried about this early is sickness for sure. But if I can get people into houses, and I can get like 2 gathering camps up, we should be well insulated enough that nobody should be getting sick. Or at least not at rates that would concern us. So let's get that built. Tomorrow you will be able to begin work on that. Is a diagonal road not good enough? No, you're connected. You just had to build that last section of road. I understand. Why don't you get that in there too? We'll need that eventually. And then show me 10 wood so I can make another house. Thank you. I need to move just like a little further up, I think. Like right here. I don't think I block any UI elements. Unless I get multiple quests coming in. Or actually, here's the better place to put myself probably. Like here. A little higher. Like here. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Okay. Housing is on the go, but the workday's almost over. We should be able to get 1 more house in. And then we should also probably turn the generator on. You guys can come in here. The workday has ended. So we'll fast forward through the night. They're just going to be building houses. There's nothing too interesting that's going to happen here. I do want to work both of those wood sources. But I think maybe I could take you guys off of coal. Okay, we do have a little bit of sickness. This means we are going to need to get a medical post up tomorrow to get ahead of that. I do want extended shift though. And then guess what? All of you are working all the time. I wish it wasn't the case, but it is the case. We need the resources. You're going to be very discontented about it, I know. But it's got to happen. So we need to hit 25, I think, for med post? Yeah, 25 for a med post. Still got a lot of people working deposits that are just in the snow. It's not going to help illness long term. Alright, there's our med post. So the layout that I've been using is 2 rings middle, 2 rings like inner, 3 rings in the middle, and then more stuff out here. So we're actually going to put the medical tent all the way out here for now, which is going to look a little weird, but we can put a heater in it. And heat shouldn't be that big of an issue. And then we should be able to build our second gathering post as well now. Where are all of my road spokes going to come out? Let me just map them out real quick. We're going to have one here. We have one there. And then I think I was doing like every 2. And that felt nice. That's used up a bunch of our wood, but we'll get it back. So you are going to come out along... Oh, you can't even find that road. I'm going to have to bring it out further. Or should I just build the second gathering post out here on this coal? Because we are going to need a lot of coal. I think I will. Will I? I think I will. So you're going to come out like this. And then you... Is there a place where you can also get the steel? Right here. Will do. Okay. I'd like this to be prioritized, please. Where am I missing my engineers? Because engineers are going to be the ones who are in here. Oh, you're all there. You know what? You guys get off of here for now. Come and be builders. I want this med post up before sickness gets out of control. Okay, coal is good. Next issue is food. We've got 50 raw food. Before we start collecting more, I just want to set up a cookhouse. I think the cookhouse is going to wind up going like... I'm going to want 6 workshops. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The cookhouse is going to go like here. And I might just build 2 of them. Okay. Give me gathering post, and then also let's finish houses. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everyone is housed. You are coming off this coal. You are coming to work in here. We have 25 free laborers. I don't love that. Let's find something for you guys to do so that you're not just idle time. Even though it's cold in the snow, I know. And then I'll want a 3rd gathering post after this cookshop, and then I will probably want a workshop. Oh, that's end. No, it's not end of the day because we've got extended shifts on. You also work an extended shift. Everyone's in here for treatment. That's fine. Houses are going up. And once these houses are up, wood crates depleted already. Very nice. Oh, these are much smaller deposits. We might need to rush workshop more than I thought. That's only 104 and 87. I'm gonna need to rush a workshop. People are hungry. Yeah, you might eat a little bit of raw food, which I don't love. New law. What do we want this to be? Possibly radical treatment. Because then we could get extra rations for the ill and we could get people healing faster. Yeah, give me radical treatment. I don't think anyone's going to get gravely ill for a little while yet. I have 10 people working steel wreckage. Fair, I guess? There is the long dark. There's also, oh god, what's that other winter game? I can look it up later. I had an idea and then it left me as soon as it came. So biggest thing now has got to be workshop. Otherwise we are going to fall unrecoverably behind on tech. And the first thing that we're going to need to prioritize, beyond just getting engineers in here, which I think, yeah, here's where you all are. Biggest thing we're going to need is resources. We're going to need wood in a huge way. So give me sawmill. And then after that, we're probably going to have to grab heaters. But at least everyone is housed. I'm not worried about coal. We have plenty of coal deposits laying around. I kind of want to get you out of here. We're also going to need food, like, really soon. I am looking at that. That's something I could have workers do. Give me 20 wood. You need to be long shift. And then give me 20 wood. And let's see, can I get away with putting you, like... Not really. Well, I think I'm probably going to be destroying this later anyway, so let's just put one like there. $75 hungry people. Okay, we can feed people today. After that, it gets a little spooky, but we can feed people today. We will do what we can. Okay, now where do I find 15 laborers? You come out of here, actually. That's where I find you. And you go into here. There's 32 left in there. We can have a gatherer's camp take care of that. We're looking extremely fine on resources. So I have 10 workers in there. I've got 5 in there. We're still kind of falling behind on coal. You produce 26 per day, so that's 54 meals, but we have 80 people. I am going to need 2 hunter sets. So let's just get the second one built now. We know we're going to need it. And then I think we go heaters into beacon. So sawmill, heaters, beacon. Also, possibly could afford to do this. Because we've got 5 unemployed engineers. Now, you 15 laborers are coming from over here, and I'm just going to run that at 10. That should be plenty of food for now. I can introduce a new law. That's a good point. We want to do extra rations for the ill immediately. the faster we can heal people. We don't have the rations to spare for it now. And also, these guys are going to be done pretty soon. But soon in the future, that's a thing that we will probably need. And then I'm also looking at this temperature drop, and I'm thinking, medical post is probably going to need a heater. Hunter's hut obviously won't. Gathering posts might need heaters. Workshop won't. I think I might have to grab heaters. Just in case. I'd rather get it and have it turn out that I don't actually need it than not get it and then find out I needed it. How far back can I get you? I could get you like here. Could also get you here. Oh, you get a ton of trees here. Let's get that in. And then we'll swing this around. Okay, so 42 people are still hungry. We have 62 rations. They'll eat tonight. All these hunters will come back tonight. They'll hopefully bring us enough raw food that we can stall on this for a little longer. And then we got to get the beacon up, and I got to get more people in here. Because that's about to be our limiter. I need an extra 10 people in this sawmill to start generating wood so I can get tech going. Because I don't have the workers to spare for it now. I mean, I might after this gathering post clears. But I'd really like them to get these deposits done. These deposits I could actually do by hand. It's only 30 and 32, so I would need one gathering post here, one gathering post here. You have 31 steel left and 39 coal. You'll probably be moving soon. You also, you're going to be extended shift. You're going to be extended shift. We have 18 people who are hungies. But that's dropping. And now let's find out how bad this cold snap is going to be. I think it's going to make sickness scary in the gathering post, and I'm hoping it doesn't turn off the medical tent. But we'll see. It does turn off the medical tent. That's bad. Cookhouse isn't really a problem. Yeah, heaters need to finish. But you're good in there. You're a little upset in there. What can I do with 14 wood? Anything? Resources, tech, people, health, food, resources. Is it a gathering post? I guess it might as well be. No, because you don't have the people to work in it. Are you insane? Why would you spend the wood on it when you don't even know who's going to work there? I know I can overdrive the generator, but it doesn't matter right now. Coal pile depleted. That's the one over here. So your steel is going to be depleted soon. Okay, you know what? We are going to build it. Because it is going to be in preparation of that pile depleting. Or that gathering post depleting. So you're going to come out here. You're going to go like here. And we're going to get ready to dismantle that. Next research after heaters, I really feel like it needs to be beacon. But then after that, it's probably coal thumper. So give me beacon. Turn on heater. Turn on heater. Our coal is so scary right now. You only have 5 to go. Come on. 17 hours of coal left. Does that math work? Not particularly. Steel wreckage depleted. That's you being done. Take me down to 5 and 5, and give me an idle builder on this. Also, you're out of raw food for the day, so why don't you be done? You can go and work in here overnight. You're depleted, dismantle it. And I've got 10 spare people somehow, so get into this sawmill. What else was I heating over here? Was it that gathering post? Hope not. I think it's... No, it was the cookhouse. Cookhouse does not need a heater right now. That might save us a little bit of coal. And then this gathering post is important to build. Within 2 days. I think I can do this. I have to start eating 8 cold homes within 24 hours. Ugh. I wonder if I can run the generator on overdrive for a day. So here's what I'm thinking, right? It's like day 6, day 5, day 6, something like that. We have 2 days to get through. And then the temperature comes back up, and these houses will be heated automatically, basically. But I would need to overdrive the generator to get there. I'm going to take the safe option, and I'm going to like really wait until this ticks down almost to the end, and then I'm going to crank it. Okay, just finish this gathering post. I'm going to have 5 of you work there. What? Yeah, okay, I'll bear that in mind. I only need 5 of you in there. Give me the full 10 in here. And then I honestly, as soon as you're done, I don't think I'm replacing you. I think I'm going down to 1 gathering post because we've got this sawmill up. I think you're collecting these 2 deposits by hand. I think when you use up that coal, you're going here. I think that we can reclaim this road for a little bit of lumber. We're going to have some food coming in. Coal is scary right now. The generator might turn off for like a little bit. But then after that, it'll be okay. Yeah, I know. Everyone's cold. I know. People are depending on you. It's true. Could grab Care House, but I can't really afford to build Care House right now. I could take Fighting Arena. Would reduce discontent. I'd have to build one, but it's pretty easy. We're okay on wood. Sure. And I don't have to build it right away. I've got 3 days to build it as well. So let's procrastinate on it for a bit. With these 2 running, and we do need to get 5 people in here, I don't immediately know where they come from. Might be 2 engineers. I think we can do that. Hard is hard, it turns out. If you were... Oh, you need to be heated. Okay, I see. You need the heaters on in there to work. I can't afford to run your heater. I'm very sorry. Can't afford to run any of your heaters, truly. Just hold out for a little bit. Okay. This decision matters. I think it has to be Coal Thumper. Is this true? You could be wrong. It could also be Hunter's Gear. Could also... It's not Steam Hub, for sure. I think it might be Coal Thumper. Because what do we do when we run out of these coal deposits? We just cry. So take Coal Thumper. And then we could afford to build a fighting arena now. We could put them like in here. I don't really like that coverage much. I think I'd rather have it. Oh, wait, they reach the houses inside down here. Very interesting. Thanks for the follow, Z. Hello, welcome. Yeah, you're just gonna go here. Can I afford this yet? I think I can afford this. Hello. Yeah, do it. I know we're tight on food, but we should be breaking even. Or at least, like, moving towards positive. Let's get these people back into the workforce where they belong so they can be producing. I need producers. I also need to get this stupid beacon up. 20 wood, 35 steel. I can do it. Where are you going to go? Didn't really work that out yet. You don't need to be heated, so you're going like way the hell out here. I don't know, let's say like here. And then like here. Is that mostly sane? Yeah, probably. Coal is still bad. We're going to need that thumper. You guys are done in here. You did your rations for the day. You did everything you could. Don't need wood. Do need more coal, but you're full already. Go back to work in here. Work on tech. Tech will save us. Still a lot of coal in the ground over there, but it's a question of how fast can we pull it out. 1662. You'll probably be done with these by today, maybe. If enough people get healed. Speaking of getting people healed, this comes around here. And then I think I'm going to do a second medical post. I can take 5 engineers off of the workshop. I can put them into the medical post. We are net positive on coal, so that's good. It doesn't feel like it, but I'll trust the game. And then just get me to the end of this workday. Gather what you can. Okay, Coal Thumper has been researched. Now, I'd really like to save up for drawing boards. Can I afford to? I think I can afford to. So you guys get out of here. Go build the medical post. I can procrastinate on that for another 21 hours. And then get in there, heat it. We're still net positive on coal, but barely, but we know how to make a coal thumper now. Where do you go? I'd like this outer ring to be like the industry ring. So it could go like here. It will destroy a couple trees that it's under. I'll wait until these boxes clear and I'll put it next to these boxes, and then we don't even need to rebuild that gathering post. We can just use it for coal. Fighting arena. Hope rises. Good. It's very cold in the fighting arena. People will get sick for attending, but that's okay. We have 39 wood. Early tomorrow, we will be able to start on drafting boards. You are tantalizingly close to being done. People are becoming hungry. People are sick. We're no longer lost and blind. Good. I don't have 5 free workers for that, but I think I kind of need to have it for the resource generation. Yes, it's a very nice balloon. We've got 2 expedition sites. I don't have 40 wood or 5 people for you. I could find them, though. What's less important right now? When you're done with these, you might turn into a scout team. Uh-oh, what the hell? Oh, we needed a win? Okay, sure. Regular shifts for 3 days. Do you understand what you are asking? I will not do this for you. I need you to be working. You don't know how important you are. We have 13 hours on that. Scout team now or drafting boards now? Why don't you give me scout team now? And what I'd really like to do is make a beeline for that automaton. But I don't want to take people right now if I go to Lost Expedition. So go to Crash Site. I'm not ready to take people in yet. We don't have the infrastructure for that. And then I can't borrow food producers. I don't think this is the right call, but I want someone in here doing it. I just want to get these boxes cleared, and then I can unstaff this place completely. How are you doing on your coal deposits out here? You're doing okay. Medical continues to be a significant issue. Save your wood for drafting boards. Don't just build a road because you can. 27. Okay, there's 50 wood for drafting boards, or drawing boards, I guess is what those would be called. Give me... Yeah, just give me 2 for now, so I can start it. And then you need to be working, actually. So give me 2 more people. Turn the heater on. Don't let people eat raw food. We gotta make meals instead. More efficient. We can do a new law. We might need to do soup. Make it go a little further. And then what's your problem? I have 3 days to feed everyone. 3 days to feed everyone and stockpile rations. Ugh. Hey, Guilem, how you doing? This is safer. We gotta take safe options. We can't bet on ourselves right now. Shit. Forgot the timer on that. That's my bad. Oh, and we could have done it too. It was right there. You fool. You absolute fool. We had that in the bag and we let it slip through our fingers. I don't know how food is such an issue right now, and we've got 2 hunters huts running. I am on hard, so I beat one game on medium barely, and then I beat one game on medium by like a lot, and then I cranked it up to hard, and it's proving hard indeed. You have raw food. This could be really important. How about you come directly back to the city with that in tow? It's I wouldn't say it's going great right now. I'd say it's going pretty poorly. But we're not dead. We're just behind on a lot of different metrics. But we're not dead. You don't need to be in a cookhouse anymore. There's nowhere you actually do need to be. Kind of weird slang is GFY. Yeah, I'll allow that. Hey, thanks for the overzealous moderation, AutoMod, but like it clearly just stands for good for you, AutoMod. Chill out. One of these days I'll get in there and configure Automata. Oh, is this starvation? It is starvation. My build order doesn't feel right. Here's 44 raw food. That's important. Listen, Clem, I need you to calm down. Okay? I got a lot of stuff going on too. I know you're like, oh, I have to work 16-hour days in a gatherer's post. I'm up here working 24-hour days to figure out how to keep your ass warm. So if you could just relax like a little bit. Cookhouse is about to go insane though. And honestly, oh, I sent you off already. Okay, that's why I can't disband you. I was gonna disband you. Yeah, make soup. 5 food rations from 2 raw food. This is good for us. We like this. How are you doing on coal? You're not really getting ahead of the game, but you're not falling behind either. I guess I can't complain too much. This is a problem. We get 1 back pretty soon. We get 2 back pretty soon. Where are my other engineers? You're in here. It's taking you so long to pick these boxes apart. Get back into the medical tent. Also, you get out. Just get out of there. Leave completely. 20 per hour. Work an extended shift. Demonstrate your worth. Where are the rest of my engineers? Did I put you in this? No. Are you in here? There's some of you. Oh, and I guess the rest would be in the other medical post that we made. That makes sense. After drafting boards, I think is maybe range upgrade. Because we might need a second ring of houses pretty soon. Might also be Steam Hub, and we could get a Steam Hub like out here, and we could start putting some houses out in this area. And we do need to build the coal thumper. No, because your stupid boxes are in the way. That's why I wanted you to get rid of those boxes. Public house might help people too. 20 wood, 10 steel. We could afford it and then some. I don't even know what my builder is all screwed up on hard. I know what I'd do if I was on medium, but on hard, I'm like just yelling at people to make them happy. And I'm not seeing great results out of it, to be clear. I don't think it's a good managerial approach to just tell people that they should be less cold. You know what? I have 200 wood. Let's have you stop doing that. Here's a productive thing we can do for ourselves. I'm one for ordering. I don't know that I would say one for order is like a political philosophy, but I'm one for ordering as a means of accomplishing tasks. If that makes any sense. I want you to just get these boxes out of the way, and then I'm going to build a thumper on you. Despite the fact that I can't really afford to. Also, I have 91 rations. I don't know how it's possible that you're hungry right now. Have you tried looking? Have you looked really hard for food? Did you give it your best? Okay, here's the Lost Expedition. Yeah, no idea how I'm going to look after any of you, but I do know that I need the workforce. No, not you. How many people are you bringing back? 31? I'm going to need 4 houses. One, two, 3, 4. And then Steam Hub, which is kind of wasted on Hunter's Huts, but it'll reach the Gatherer's Hunt, it'll reach the Medical Tent, it'll reach the Fight Club. I think we're going to have to go with it. Also, we have enough rations in here to, oh no, these are all terminal. We have enough rations in here to be doing this. Four trees. Sorry, not trees, 4 boxes. Just finish the 4 boxes. I'd be ever so appreciative. This road is going to come around and then down like that. We've got the wood to spare on it, I'm not worried. We're not even running a sawmill right now, we're very wood wealthy. Oh my god, if you go on break with 1 wood left in here. Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine, it's fine. I'm not even slightly upset. Speed me up. Just get to work building these houses. Okay. Oh, it's more than that. It's 35. We still built enough houses though. Yeah, I know. You're all really sad. We'll look for the others. Don't you worry about that. I will look for the others in a place where there are no signs of life. Smoke over it? Don't think so. Sturdy shelter? No signs of movement. We love that. Okay. I would love to find the automaton as a form of labor. Okay, we have fed all the hungry. Hope has risen. It's great news. There's only a couple flashing red elements on our GUI. You guys get in there. Spare workers get in here. Spare workers get in here. We're going to need more hunter's huts. Okay, gathering post has depleted. Truly blessed news. Get out here in the cold and just get rid of these trees. I'm not going to bother building a gathering post for that. I am going to bother building a coal thumper. Right here. Drawing boards are done. What incredible news. Now what do we want to do? Steam Hub, probably? We're sort of self-sufficient now. We've got Coal Thumper, so we're good. We've got Sawmill, so we're good. Food is kind of an issue. I could just grab Hunter's Gear really quick and buff that up a little bit. Yeah, go for it. I'm open to a bit of backseat driving. I'm taking Hunter's Gear. I don't want to think about food anymore. My thinking with the Thumper is that I'd really love to put an automaton on it, because it do be cold back there. But since we don't have an automaton yet, it's probably just going to be like a guy. None of you need to be here. Go find food. And I'd rather have you guys work these deposits. Oh, really? Does it account for travel time like that? I didn't know that it actually like mapped out their travel time. So I was thinking if I put it behind the gathering post, that the gathering post is closer to the furnace because this is the building people actually work in. But I've never actually stopped to look at how people actually gather resources. I didn't know it actually simulates them walking to the stockpiles. Food, still a massive, enormous problem. Medical, still a massive, enormous problem as well. Wait a minute, you don't need to be heated anymore. You can stand to be chilly. That'll save us a little coal. Who knows how long that's been on? Who knows how long that's been on? Wood crates depleted. Good news. Now, come over here and get rid of this one. Just kidding, 3 of you are hunters. So we're making 13, 26, 39. And then 2 raw food makes 5. So it's 39 and 2 is 78 plus half of 39, which is like roughly 20. So it's like 98. We're making 98 rations per day and we have 115. We're close. Oh, it's when they walk through it. Okay. So this process is actually simulated. I thought it just looked at like... Here's how I thought it worked so that you have an easier time of telling me how I'm wrong. You have work hours from 6 a.m. to 20 p.m. in steel wreckage. You have a temperature value. You spend 20 p.m. to 6 a.m. in a tent. You have a temperature value. The game takes the average of that and then rolls a probability and decides whether you get sick for the day. Is how I thought it worked. I didn't know it was actually simulating temperature when they're walking around out here. Confirm, deny. Is this the way it actually works? Okay, tech is done. Now we take Steam Hub. What else do we care about? More scouts? Absolutely not. We don't have the labor for more scouts. Are you insane? The mining buildings, I'm like generally unimpressed with until you can just stick an automaton on them. I think Coal Thumper's much better at gathering than coal mining, especially because they go so far out that people just get stupid cold. Medical post upgrade we kind of need, actually, now that I look at it. When's the next cold wave? A day. Listen, you have 20 people who are sick that aren't even in a medical post right now. You need to fix your medical. You can overdrive the generator for like a day to take care of that problem. Okay, so less travel time in the cold is more rest. Interesting. I honestly had no idea that mattered. So if I heated this gathering post and it was like, oh, very low risk of falling ill, and then I heated this house and it was like very low risk of falling ill, because they walk through a cold zone in between those, they have a greater chance of getting ill than if like the gathering post was actually inside the radius of the generator. Wow, okay. Did not think that was simulated at all. So nobody ever walks to the beacon. The beacon can be on the absolute outskirts of the city. Food ration, steam cores, wood. Yes. And then go to Steel Bridge, find my friend the automaton. That makes the generator range upgrade way more powerful than I thought it was. Because I thought it just increased the radius of stuff that you can like build in, but it also increases the radius of places where people are born. Like when they're walking to and from stuff. Huge intel. I have 2 idle engineers. I don't really have anywhere to put you. I guess you could just go work in there. I need like a 4th hunter's hut. I don't have the people to work a 4th hunter's hut. Well, I did just take the hunter's upgrade, so maybe that's going to help. Because now we're getting 18 instead of 13. So what's the math now? 18, 36, 54. 54 and 2 is 108. And half of 54 is 27. So 108 and 27 is 135. So we're making 135 rations for 115 people. So this should be okay. Okay. I was wondering why sometimes that messenger event is like, oh, he died, very sad, and sometimes he doesn't die. That's because of his travel time to a medical post. Okay. I'm going to be honest quietly. I know we were talking about extreme difficulty. If this is the level of micro involved in playing extreme, that might not be a thing that I do. But I think I can get my head around it for hard, for sure. Like, I really only have the capacity to think really hard about one game at a time, and right now it's definitely Against the Storm. Hey, look, it wasn't covered in the tutorial, okay? Or, maybe it wasn't, I just clicked through it. Let's find out. Show me, like, temperature. Yeah, it doesn't, like, really tell you this information. That's fine. It's okay to learn things on your own. But I'm just going to point out that I was never told this information except by strangers in Twitch chat. I feel like the expectation is that, you know, if you need to be told by a Twitch chatter, it's probably not common knowledge. No disrespect to Twitch chatters out there. A little disrespect to Twitch chatters out there, but like not a lot. What is our next set of plans? I wish I had a bunch of engineers out of here so I could have them working in more workshops. More workshops is faster tech progression, is better resources, is a happier game. But I can't spare people out of these medical posts because of how crushingly ill people are becoming in this town. I cannot spare people out of hunters' huts because of how desperately hungry we are in this town. There's like U12, but you're going to be done with this really fast tomorrow. Speaking of tomorrow, there's no reason we need to watch time ticking by this slowly at night. Okay, food has come in. Make me rations. Show me good news. The work shift starts. Very exciting. No, it's totally fine. I enjoy struggling at games. Does this change our calculus on anything? Scouts have reached the bridge to Winterhome. Give me my automaton. Yes. I'm so afraid of triggering the Londoners early. So why don't you take me to a convoy instead? I will figure out a way that I can provide housing for these people. Regular shifts? No, I'm not going to give you regular shifts. Get off my back. You almost done? You're at 6. Okay. Give me like 5 people in here, and then give me like 5 people in here. And then when you're done, I think you're going to go in here. These nodes are going to wait until we have more people. Thumper's just going to be a little better for us, I think. Okay. Let's really min-max, because apparently this is a difficulty where min-max matters. I feel like going to Winterhome triggers Londoners, and then if you don't go to Winterhome, guy from Winterhome goes up and shows Winterhome's dead. So instead of doing the scout events that take me towards Winterhome, like the Weather Station and then Winterhome, because the Weather Station unveils Winterhome, if I'm correct in thinking that. I just don't want to go anywhere near it. But I think those are the 2 triggers. It's probably like, oh, I don't know, day 10, day 12, something like that. Guy from Winterhome shows up. But if you find Winterhome earlier, then you see that Winterhome's dead and it triggers Londoners. Steel wreckage depleted. Now. Have you made a pile yet? You haven't made a pile yet. Are any of you engineers? No. Wait a minute. I should have 4 engineers somewhere. Are you all in here? You are all in here. Here, put workers in there. And then give me another workshop. My micro feels heinous right now. Okay, we have a coal pile. You have something to do. There's going to be 5 of you. Medical post upgrade researched. Huge. It's not going to turn everything around, but it is a step in the right direction. Now, bunkhouse looks really interesting. Lets us think less about homes. But I don't think I can put off generator upgrades very much longer, especially with a cold front coming tomorrow. So I think I'm going to need to do both of these. Let's start with range. And my thinking is if I start with range, I can overdrive the generator to cover the time that it takes to research power. If I start with power, I cannot overdrive the generator to reach further. I believe this is a sound decision, possibly the first sound decision that I have made all game. But I would put that decision on our resume. Why are you... Oh, you don't have anything to do. All right, micro. Give me micro. Make a bunch of coal piles. Making coal piles is better than gathering post because gathering post can pick up a coal pile whenever they want. Probably don't even need these 5 people in sawmill, honestly, but I don't know what else I'd have you do right now. Let's double check our buildings. Because our limit right now, well, it's probably something like that. Is what I could have you do instead of being in a sawmill. Just take it up to like there. I can't go insane spending wood right now. We have an amputee. It was bound to happen. Sure, I'll sign the prosthetics law. Oh, I can't yet. I have to sign Care House first. Fine. Where am I going to put a Care House? Care House does have a heater built in, so I can really put it like out on the fringes somewhere. Whatever, I'll find a better place for you later. You get in here, double your shifts, you work longer. How's Cole looking? Bad. And that's because you haven't really gotten going yet because you have a million sick absences. Get our last 2 free workers in there. 2 amputees. I think I can speed up time a little bit. Okay, hope rises. We've done it. Large convoy. Yeah, what's the damage? 45? We're gonna need 5 more houses? Okay. We have the wood. We don't have the coal, but we have the wood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they're all within 2. So when that range upgrade kicks in, for the amount of time that we have coal available... Oh, it hasn't yet, at all. The only thing I've thought is that this goes way the hell out. It makes me think that when you have iron ore and coal deposits and wall drills, it makes automatons even better than they already were. Like, it's already a pain to heat all that stuff on the outskirts, but if you have to heat all that stuff on the outskirts and there's travel time, it makes automatons insane for working exterior jobs. It makes me feel like it's slightly less important to put houses on inner rings because you can tech up houses to get better insulation. And it makes it more important in my mind, and here's a question for someone with more experience to step in. It makes it more important in my mind to put houses near workplaces to minimize travel time so that you have more control over the heat level that people experience. Like if you have a hunter, and hunter's huts have great insulation, and you have a tent, and tents have great insulation, then putting a tent and a hunter's hut closer together, ideally, would mean that people who work in the hunter's hut would live in the house next to it, they would spend less time outside, and they would spend more time inside insulated buildings. Their walk to the stockpiles could still be kind of scary. I don't doubt that. But that's currently what I'm thinking. That would be my thoughts on general city planning and how travel time plays into it. But that one I gotta chew on a bit for sure, because I hadn't been thinking about it in previous games. Also, I need people to work in the cookhouse here pretty soon. Where are you gonna come from? How about you come out of here? You've developed a reasonable set of coal piles. You've got 270 on the ground, so why don't you get in here? You don't have anything to do now. You will have something to do as soon as the hunters come in. The temperature falls. Heater. 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 And I think that's really all we can afford to do because the generator's got 9 hours of fuel left. I need you to be so much faster in here. I can't take people off of food. I can't take people out of medical tents. I could take you out of here. Let's go to 2 and 7. Because I really just... 12 per hour. We're burning 6 per hour. We do have a couple heaters to run. We are still negative. We need to find some heaters to turn off. Like, we could turn you off after you're done cooking all the raw food for the day. you're not going to cost us as much coal as we think. But you're still going to cost us a lot of coal. I also don't have the rations to spend on people in medical posts. Generator range upgrade researched. I literally can't afford to turn you on. So instead, why don't you give me faster gathering, better coal from the gathering post? You will be able to pick up the coal off the ground faster. And when the automaton shows up, we get the automaton on that coal thumper because it's very cold. And we just stuff more people into the gathering post. Okay, you're done with all your raw food. You can leave, you can turn off, and you can get into here. And then we've got 2 idle people. You know what? Get me some wood coming in. Oh, it's already on to... And we're not in horrible shape. Getting 20 per hour, burning 12 per hour. I might run it on range 2 during the workday and then turn it down to range 1 at night. Because I don't need to heat a bunch of this stuff from the generator at night. The heaters in the medical posts will not turn off. But like I don't need to heat these workshops at night. Although they are even better insulated than the tents now that I look at it. I just need people, man. Cut off his leg or let him die? Yeah, let him die, and then we'll get the prompt to build a cemetery, and then we'll go, hey, we built a cemetery. And then people will be generally enthused about that. I have 1 spare engineer. What are you doing? Why aren't you working? I don't even know where you came from. God, after this might need to be bunkhouses. I bet bunkhouses would go a long way towards getting this number down. Like, it's low risk of falling ill, but a low risk of falling ill across 115 people is still a lot of people falling ill. You're at 13 of 15 for some reason. But coal is more important because this generator needs to stay on. Oh my god, it's bad. Take me down to 1 right now. I don't have a principled reason for doing that. That was a panic move. I can't explain it to you. I can only tell you that it felt right in the moment, which means it's probably wrong in the long term. Yeah, it's like the large pie, right? Or the large pizza, right? Everyone's like, oh, what's the difference between a 12-inch pizza and a 14-inch pizza? It's like twice as big. All right, he died. You chose this, my guy. But I think I'd honestly rather have hope fall slightly than discontent rise, because discontent's getting pretty big. And then, yeah, open the book of laws. I will wait 11 hours. Yeah, I definitely am a victim of not thinking that range is as good as it actually is. But I think the larger problem I need to figure out here is where something has gone wrong here in my economy, and I can't exactly pin down where. Let's see some homes. I can overdrive this as long as I don't forget. Something has gone wrong in my inventory, in my economy. Let me make a selection and then I'll explain further. More scouts I cannot afford to do right now on like multiple different axes. Is now the time for bunkhouse? Hey, we can just overdrive to take care of power upgrade. And bunkhouse is really going to let me sleep at night in terms of this, in terms of the cold. So the issue is this. I'm basically breaking even on food every night. I can't take people off of gatherers' huts, or hunters' huts. Scouts have returned safely. You've brought a ton of people. Didn't particularly ask for this. Oh, you don't even need to work there anymore because you're full. Okay, 10. 10. For 9 hours until the automaton shows up. 15. 2. 5. Another workshop. More things for engineers to do. Another medical post. More things for engineers to do. You're going to go like there. Here. Road. Oh, no, you're the temperature. You're the bad temperature icon. Okay, fine. When you turn on, I'll heat you. I can't afford to take people off of hunter sets, because otherwise we'd run out of food. And I don't really have a way to make it more efficient than, taking the one upgrade I took and allowing us to make soup. I think those were all the right call for food production. And we are basically at the razor's edge of how much food we need to produce for the amount of labor that we're putting into it. We are clearly not keeping up on coal, which means I need to find more people to put into coal than I currently have. Get out to the weather station. We are, I don't think, really keeping up on tech. I think we're maybe like about where we should be on tech to maybe a little behind. And then we are clearly behind on people who are sick. So something has gone wrong with my specialist allocation because I can't afford to cure all of these people and stay ahead on tech, and something has gone wrong with my coal economy because I don't feel like I can get enough people into coal production to keep the generator running well. And I don't immediately have an answer for what that is, unless it's like I needed to rush scouts even faster to get more people. Because for like the first 4 days, there were a lot of times when I was like, well, I could work this building, but I don't have the people to work this building. And possibly if I'd had that critical mass of people, I would have been less dependent on micromanagement and moving people between jobs like multiple times per day, because I could have taken advantage of the full efficiencies of the building. I have 18 engineers. You can't work in there. So 2 of you need to come out. 2 of you are coming in, so 2 of you can work in there. You have a bunch of sick absences. I just need to get this thing up. I need people healthy. I need people healthy now. You're not hungry, just go eat. Our warehouse overflows with rations. You are fine. Don't ever complain to me again. The automaton gets here in 4 hours. These coal piles are stacking up. We will be at 9 engineers after we build this medical tent. We could run a second gathering post. It looks like we're net positive on coal. And even if we're not net positive on coal, we will be when the automaton shows up because he works long hours. So do me a second gathering post. Oh, I was going to build another workshop too, huh? That might throw that calculus out of whack. But if we get the automaton on the coal thumper and we have a second gathering post, then we can crank this up to range 2 and probably steam level 2 full time and not worry about coal throughput. You need to be heated. We're positive by a pretty wide margin. The first good news we've received in some time. Okay, fast forward me to dawn. What a sight for sore eyes. Get in here. No, automatons are not dangerous. They literally save your life. Give me 10 people. Give me a book of laws. I need to sign the graveyard law. Hope will rise slightly. We need this. Oh, wait, hang on. I'm thinking people walk to cemeteries for burials, which means that travel time matters, and I want to put it somewhere warm. So eventually this thing's going to go 1, 2, like 3, 4. So Steam hubs are probably going to go like on this ring. So here's probably going to be fine because the steam hub is going to go here relatively soon. It's the direction we're building. Also, we're now up to 160. Let's check on food production. 18 and 4 is 72. Is 140. It's like 170. We're really close. We probably need a fifth one to be safe, but I don't have the workers to do a fifth one. So I think we're going to live on the razor's edge of rations for a little bit. Yeah. Get in there. Climb that. Yeah. Oh, automaton. You make me so happy that you're here. You're really going to turn things around for us. And if you fail, we all fail with you. Consumption. If I do this, it's really bad. Okay, let's leave you on 1 a little longer. Hope is increased. Great news. Sickness is terrible. I do have the engineers for 1 more medical post. I could do it. It would go right there. If I'm keeping with my scheme. And honestly, look, we are at a point with this sawmill where lumber is basically free. So anything that costs us like, oh, is 25 wood, it's really free. If we build like 10 medical huts and we put all of our engineers in there and we get everyone healthy and then we destroy the medical huts, we haven't really lost anything. Because we get most of those resources back, unless hard mode does not give you resources back at all. And we have healed our workforce so they like actually do things instead of just sit around and get amputated. You don't have control over where hunters come back in from, do you? Like, they just decided to leave this way? These guys, like, sort of followed a road, but these guys didn't, so you can't really plan around how is a given hunting expedition going to leave your map on a given night. Okay, I want to reassign you, but I want you to build. You don't need to be here anymore. You're wasting time, both yours and mine. Build it. Bunkhouse. Don't have a great source of steel yet. That's a drawback for sure. Could get one. People would have to work it. Or the automaton could work it. People could work the coal thumper. Oh, also it's getting dark. Give me 30 seconds. Sorry, had to turn on my poor man's ring lights. This, how far away are we on drawing boards? Not that far, actually. Do we care? Generator efficiency upgrade is really nice. Factory is not quite... no, factory is prosthetics. That's workforce. It's also automatons. None of these T3s are that good. Both of these are really good, and infirmary is really good. And flying hunters is really good. So the question is getting steelworks now more important than getting drafting machines now and doing like 1 or 2 of these and then getting a steelworks later? Advantages for steelworks now: you put the automaton on it, it mines a bunch of steel. When you're ready to do drafting machines later, you have like 150 steel and you won't have really had to think about it. Advantages for drafting machines now. Setting up an infirmary, possibly solving your healthcare crisis. Setting up flying hunters, possibly solving your food crisis. Also getting hunting tactics, solving your food crisis. Drafting machines now solves at least 2 crises. Steelworks now solves potentially 1 crisis that is in the future. I mean, I think that's a pretty obvious call then. I think that's a very obvious call. 005. Heat me. Staff me. Get one of you out of here. I feel like we are starting to get ahead on tech. But let's make sure we keep this advantage. We're also incredibly, possibly ahead on food. I know that's because our scout dropped off like 130 raw food recently. But at least for like 2 days, we might not have to worry about it. What's your problem? Oh, you're happy. Sorry, I'm not used to that. Hope will rise slightly. Yeah, there's also that. I could even do like 1 more tent. But then it's also like coal cost because I didn't build them close to the generator. But because we're doing drafting machines, insulation. So we might not need to run those heaters so that we can recapture some of that coal that we're still positive on. I believe, without looking like a fool 15 minutes down the road, that we have solved our coal problem in the short term. Short term in this case being we've solved it for like 2 days. And then it's probably going to be a problem again. But you know what? What is the what's the weather balloon event say? We needed a win and we got one. We needed a win and we got one. Okay, workday's over. Just kidding. It's time for you to build. Bud, what are you doing? Are you like not okay with me fast forwarding this? You getting really confused? Oh, he just like sticks one of his feet in there. Ugh. Automatons are weird. Anyway, let's finish this other medical post. Because we're breaking even on it. Okay, we're not breaking even on it. It's up to 35. We were breaking even on it. All of you get out of here. Get into here. Laws. What do you do for us? Child shelters would let us do medic apprentices. Medic apprentices would help sickness. Helping sickness is good. Therefore, we take child shelters because child labor for safe jobs, I don't think any of the jobs we have right now are safe. We'd put like 5 in a food house. They can work gathering posts, but they can't work in mines. They can't work in workshops. They can't work in a coal thumper, I'm pretty sure. I've never tried to make a child work a coal thumper, but I can't imagine that's the kind of thing that's allowed. And we could do it for like old jobs. But again, allowing children to be medical apprentices would give them something to do. Because in terms of food cost with no return, there's a bunch of kids just like sitting around. So we're going to do this. We're going to build a child shelter. It's going to fit right in here. Nice and tidy. And then in 17 hours, we're going to make them into medic apprentices. No, they're not going to watch the snowfall, Lucy. Yeah, listen, I'm working on it, okay? These people have no idea what they're talking about. Hope rises. Good. And I believe one of the things that I didn't notice about this the last time I was using them is they actually can't be apprentices unless they have a child shelter that they're living in. So in the vein of wood is basically free, we're just going to build a second child shelter right now so that we have them. And then in 13 hours, we are going to have an infirmary. We are going to have medic apprentices. We should start working on factory to build prosthetics because we have 5 amputees that are just eating without giving anything back. Although I do think I have to take this like right now because I think it gets cold pretty soon. No, it gets warm pretty soon. I can procrastinate that for like 2 or 3 days. In that case, do I want to... Oh, infirmaries take steam cores. I don't want to do that right away. What was the other thing I wanted to grab? Flying hunters? No, we can't... We don't have the steel to afford that. This gets us a bunch of workforce, which is interesting. What could I put a bunch of workers to work in? Like more hunters' huts, probably. This gives us... This basically finds us 20 free workers that don't eat. It is a big difference, but I don't want to spend like 2 steam cores right now. I'd rather... You know what I should do? I should just get factory right now. That's going to cost me steel. Also, how fine is food? Food is no longer fine. Okay, here's the plan. We're taking hunting tactics, and we're going to build 1 more hunter's cabin. And then we're taking steelworks for resources, and then we're taking factory. And we're moving this automaton into the steelworks, and then we are going to crank out automatons. We are just going to send them into orbit. I mean, not literally, figuratively, we're going to send a bunch of automatons into orbit. We have 1 unemployed person? Not anymore. Get in there. You're all working. Coal is... Oh, wait, we need to make homes livable. 9 hours. 9 hours to buy us time to get to a temperature rise. So... Consumption's great. Range 2, consumption's still great. Overdrive me for 9 hours. And then as soon as the temperature warms, we stop overdriving. We complete keep homes warm before the next cold temperature decrease. We get a little bit of hope back. By then, possibly our medical issues have been resolved. I no longer need this many people in here. Get into a cookhouse. The heater was never on in here, but you don't need it on now. Did I turn a heater on anywhere else that it needs to be off? No. You're all fine. I don't know where you lost 3 people. Maybe they're amputees. Okay, speed me up. I'm in control of the situation. Sick people are going down. We're making progress on something. Hope will rise slightly. Yeah, sure, why not? Oh, because I built a child shelter. I did do this, you're right. We're no longer net positive on coal. I think that's because you took... Oh, because we were missing 2 people in here. Get in there. There, now it should be net positive. And we're missing 3 people in there. But again, once people are sick, or once people are not sick anymore, that will improve. Hunting tactics is done. Give me steelworks. When steelworks is done, we will be building 2. You will be going to work in it. And with these spare workers that we get back from that, they will be working in the coal thumper for a bit. But that's going to enable us beginning to produce automatons. Explore. Take it. Go to Winterhome, trigger me the Londoners. I'm ready. I'm probably not ready, but do it anyway. Adaptation. Medic apprentices. Yes. Okay. Efficiency 110. No, that's not right. It's got to be higher than that, because 110's from the medical post upgrade. It's got to get better. We'll have answers soon enough. It's true. I mean, I just like thinking. It turns out that games are easy when you overthink every decision you make. A lot of professional video game players don't know this. Would really like further their careers if they thought about every decision for like 5 minutes. Or, geez, maybe more. Maybe even more than 5 minutes. I don't know. I'm not a professional video game player. I couldn't tell you. Are you good on... You're like not good on overdrive. I need that overdrive upgrade pretty soon, probably. 0 of 15 kids. 0... Where did all my kids go? You better be in here helping. Maybe I don't have enough kids to staff all 5 of these? Where are you? It applies to medical posts, right? Did I not read that correctly? Or is it only to infirmaries? They'll help at medical facilities, right? Oh, working hours only. What the hell? Kids don't work 24 hours? That's bullshit, man. That's not my society. Do I need to have this on still? I do. Holy cow. Oh, we haven't hit the temperature increase. That's why. Okay. Speed me up a bit. You're full. Interesting. Where can I put you then? How about you come off here? You get off there. You come on here, because we are down to 70 wood. And then what can I do with 18 free laborers? I can build another hunter's cabin. It's so many free laborers. Man, the other thing I could do, honestly, I don't think this is a good play in like any sense of the word, but it does bother me knowing that I have untapped deposits on the map, so why don't you come out here and just clean those coal deposits up? Okay. Staff it. Generator is fine. I mean, it's not. It's sweating, but we're going to hit the temperature increase here shortly. Michael, I also just pray that we get by, to be very honest with you. Okay, it's working hours, the temperature is increased. All of these heaters can come off. Save the coal. Keep homes warm resolves in 1 day. They're currently very warm. We should be able to turn off overdrive. They're still warm. Beautiful. This is going to work out exactly how we planned. Okay, you get in there. Yeah, it's fine. It's like the same thing. 1 hour until you get to Winterhome. This will trigger us Londoners. True, but what if you could be both? What if you could be extremely good at games and you could also be like handsome and charismatic and solve people's problems in real life at the same time? The other thing I'm looking at is food rations are starting to get high. Yes, Londoners. But 2 steam cores. Hope falls. Londoners trigger. I will confess, the last game I played, the one on medium, was Hope. So I am going to do order for this one because I haven't actually won a game with order yet. Well, my very first game I won with order, but like half my people died in the storm, and it was pretty bad. I must give them purpose. We will be taking order and discipline. Give me a neighborhood watch. Set me up watchtowers. They do take 5 steel. Okay, so where are you going to go? You'll reach everyone if I put you, like, here. Oh, you don't reach the inner circle that way. Okay, I'm going to... Oh, there's a child shelter there, that's why. I was going to get pretty mad that this didn't fit, but then I didn't notice that there was a building there. Now I got to rethink, like, my whole neighborhood structure. So I could destroy you. We actually overbuilt houses somehow. So I'm going to destroy you. A neighborhood watch is going to go there. That's for sure. You're waiting. That's inefficient. I would like you to go home. No, keep farming for a little longer. We have research. Now what? Well, you really like the idea of generator efficiency, but you have to finish power to get there. You could also upgrade directly into a steam steelworks since you know that there's going to be an automaton working it. You could also take factory. You don't have the steel for factory. You could also take steam steelworks so that you can get steel faster. It seems like a good idea. I also think I might build one infirmary since there's like 4 steam cores coming. And coal is fine. So like generator efficiency upgrade we want to get, but we don't need it because we are generating excess coal right now. Oh, also, I researched bunkhouse. I completely forgot. Yeah, we need to build a steam steelworks because I need max steel to start upgrading some of these buildings. So you are going to come out here. You're not adjacent to a street right now. I know. You're probably pretty concerned about that. I don't have the wood for it. We'll wait. We've got our automaton just crushing it over here. Build and man 2 watchtowers. Yeah, we'll work on that too. Don't need you in there anymore. We're not going to die. The Londoners. There we go. Londoners have triggered. So we got to get watchtowers going real quick. Could put a second watchtower over there. 15 wood, 5 steel. Can't quite do it yet. Give me the road instead. Give me this. Well, no. Don't just waste it. Oh, that's going to be a wall drill eventually. Okay, so this road's going to loop all the way around this way. Also, automatons take a break from work when they refuel. But a steam hub is 3 coal per hour. So is it worth it? This is not a direct question. This is like a semi-rhetorical question. Is it worth it for buildings that have a automaton working at them to build a steam hub outside of that building, with the caveat that if you were to build a steam hub outside that building, you could also then put a bunch of houses around that building and like other things that would benefit from having a warm zone. Like obviously if I built the steelworks out here, it is not economical to build a steam hub in front of it and burn 3 coal per hour for a slightly shorter refuel. But I bet it would be worth it if I built like 4 houses out there and an infirmary and like a bunch of other stuff. Because then it's kind of like it's free. So you can turn these spots where a lot of automatons are going to be working, like automaton site, automaton site, automaton site, and you can turn them into like a work hub. He's beginning to think about city design in like a reasonably informed way. And look at this, we've got 245 rations, we've got 520 coal. One of the things I'd really like to start building soon, even though I do not have the economy for it, is the big resource houses. And I want to just start squirreling this stuff away. It almost reminds me of do they? But they leave. So you're telling me that this guy is generating wood right now? 26. 27. Okay, he is. That is bizarre to me. So let me get this straight. When a dude walks in the snow, this dude walking in the snow is having his cold simulated for him. When this guy physically leaves a sawmill, he still makes wood. Okay. you can understand why I would not understand that some things are simulated and some aren't, because it says that in the automaton description. But then, like, if that's the way automatons work and they generate stuff even when they like actually leave the job site, then why the hell does their cold get simulated when they're standing out here? They're weird, dude. Yeah, they're weird boys. It's BOIS. It's not a gendered boys. Okay, steam steelworks. Even more efficient. Now we do power upgrade, we do efficiency upgrade, and then we do improved heaters, I think. Because we've got a cold snap coming up, I really want to make sure that I can run buildings in the cold. And also, I love heater efficiency upgrade as a perk. Plus 2 heat levels for the cost of 1 heat level is very strong, in my mind. Resources. Steam steelworks, I don't have the steel for you. But I do need to finish this road so that you're connected to the grid. And the workday's over, so you'll come and build it now. Am I going to open an infirmary right away? And I kind of have to if the Londoners are yelling about it. So, change of plans. It's not that important. Not enough wood, not enough steel. Okay, fair. A fair criticism. Well, no, we can have you keep... Wait, does research progress save? No, it doesn't. How long are you going to take? 12 hours? And I have to open an infirmary in 2 days. The automaton is going to be working the sawmill. We are only 2 steel off. I think we'll be okay. I think by the time the workday starts tomorrow, we will have the resources to research an infirmary. Also, that coal pile's almost gone. Get in there. Oh no, survivors. That's not what I wanted to see. Alright, fine. Escort him back. It's not that bad. It's only like 30 people. You guys can just be idle today. Because I need you to build. Yeah, it's so cold out here, I know. We're back to not making progress on healing, but if we're going to open an infirmary, then we'll be fine. Okay, so we have 63 wood. You can leave. And you can come work over here, and you're probably going to die in that steel mill. Like, I don't think I'm ever going to take you off of that. You engineers, I don't have anything more efficient for you to do right now, so just load up. I need a couple spare laborers to come in here. And I think you might come out of here. That's what I'm thinking for now. What? Yeah, I know. I can't do a lot to stop that right now, but just you wait. Your day of reckoning will come. Can't spend any of that because I need to save it to start the research. I need you to get into that steel mill. 20. There we go. Infirmary. Research it. We're out of steel. Oh no. It's fine. You're going to be okay. Get 5 people back in there to start cooking meals. Promise fulfilled. He has done it. Hope rises. Tendency decreases. Consumption is still green. It's not going to be as soon as that coal pile's gone, but for now it's green. Give me 5 people out of here and 5 people out of here. Just make a bigger pile. You're going to need it. You are working on steel, my beautiful boy. What do I need to upgrade you? 40 wood, 15 steel. We're going to have to put people to work in this sawmill. As soon as you get back, I think we're going to have people work that sawmill for a bit so we can upgrade the steelworks. Once we upgrade the steelworks, research a factory. Once we research factory, steam cores are going into automatons. We're going automaton here, second steel mill, automaton in a wall drill. And then steel is automated forever. Wood, automated forever. We just have to worry about this bit of coal production. We're going to have to expand to a second coal thumper soon-ish. But the increased steel is going to allow us to upgrade these hunters' huts. And then we can just focus on solving this medical issue that still persists. This research, by the way, needs to finish today, so you can build this infirmary tonight. And if it's not done by 2000, you will be working an emergency shift. Not to like hold that above your head or anything. I will upgrade the automatons. I think I can afford to do it. I'm going to be building a lot more. So let's do that quest line. It is going to take you out of commission for a while, eventually. So get as much steel out of the ground as you can, but I think I can work around you. I also think that quest makes automatons cheaper, which is huge. I also see... Oh no, it needs 20 steel. I can't afford to do that. It's okay. If we hit max rations, we actually just fill up on raw food. Yeah, I'll give up a steam core for it. I can just go to, I can go to Tesla City once I find it. Shit's infinite. Grows on trees over there. Put an infirmary here. Build it. I'll give that guy anything he needs, man. For cheap automatons. 9 of 10? Don't lie to me. You don't have anything to do research. Get out of here. Unstaff these for a bit. Take me to 10. And then take me to 6. I don't know. Just fill them out. Oh, one of you could be working in here. Hang on a sec. Give me that NG. God, 19 amputees. Factory really needs to be the next thing we do. That's 19 people that just aren't working. It's probably going to be like 25 by the time we're done. Morning gathering? Yeah, sure. It's basically free. We have 1 day to construct these guard towers. We are gated on wood. We're collecting wood. I don't expect to reach break-even on the steam core. I do expect by the end of the game to probably have more steam cores than I reasonably need. 10 engineers. Where did I put you all? There's 3 of you in here. I'll take 5 of you out of here and put you in here. I help the sick. I did do that. And then I'm going to destroy you. And then give me 2 out of here, because like 10 engineers in an infirmary has to be more efficient than 2 engineers on a medical post. That has to be true. Search your heart. Efficiency 80, but more people are coming. When do I... before the end of the game, ideally. In an ideal world, at some point before the game's over, I'll probably reach break-even on it. That math is beyond me. I didn't go to college for that kind of math. Hey, to be fair, I didn't go to college for any kind of math. Okay, dismantle that. No, you do work here. You are extended shift already. Can I afford any technology? Yeah, I could afford generator power upgrade. Okay, where am I going to find 3 more NGs? You're going to hate this short term. But like long term, it's going to matter. Still need to build and man 2 watchtowers. We're looking at wood and steel for that. Steel's going to come. Automaton's working on it. And they're not that expensive. Coal, incredibly, is still climbing, and that's going to help a lot. So here's 3 more steam cores that we have to play with. And then I want you to head towards Tesla City. Smoke over it. No signs of life. Okay, we'll be going here first. I'm scared of new people. 8 homeless. Noted. Londoners gain more followers. Noted. But your tendency is only 1 right now. Okay, we have no wood. Change of plans. We're gonna wait for a bit. Workday starts. Let's fill out these jobs with all of our new people. 11, 10, 9, 8. And look at that. 8 exactly. I mean, it also makes the automatons 10% more efficient, doesn't it? You're all very cold, huh? Heaters on. Can destroy you. You could be a house. I could put a house in that spot. Or I could put a house here. No, I'm going to need a second cookhouse there, and I'm going to need a second infirmary there. That's what those are going to have to be. But where am I going to put a house? Also, did I ever research Steam? I'd never researched Steam hubs yet. I might be regretting that soon, because we don't have a temperature increase coming for some time. They'll be fine out here. Listen, don't worry about that. We have bunkhouses. That's basically the same thing. How bad is it? It's only a moderate risk of falling ill. You'll be fine. Grab a blanket. Yeah, sure. That spot's as good as any. We'll solve that problem in due time. Look, if you upgrade your generator enough to like the range settings, you don't need steam hubs at all. We just heat the whole map. And crank that shit to maximum. Big steam hubs don't want you to know this one simple trick. I am waiting for wood. I think I need 15 for these. 15. Take me to 15. Thank you. Watchtower 1. Gonna need people to work that. Where are you gonna come from? You don't really need to be in here. Especially because it's cold out there, dude. Okay, you can get in there. And then second watchtower. Man, I don't know. I'd love to get it in here somewhere, but there's tents there already. Love to put it over here, but like I have a schema for this area already. We're gonna do this. You're getting bulldozed. You're coming out here because you're gonna be cold regardless. Probably also gonna need a road. No, you're on a road. You're fine. And then we're gonna have a watchtower go here, and it'll cover you, and what can eventually be a tent where that medical post was. Also, coal is full, so why don't you go to 10? Or why don't you go to none? You can go to 5. I don't even have a job for you. We have too many people. We need to build a second sawmill just to give these people gainful employment. That's a long walk, though. I'm going to get yelled at for making people walk too far if I put it there. This looks like a shorter walk. No, that's a pretty long walk, too. Whatever, man. Look at all the trees it reaches out here. How can this not be a good spot? How could this not be a good spot? Look at all these trees. Nah, I'm going to go here. Order. I'm glad it ended well. Truly. Also, I'm going to leave you guys for a bit. I'm going to let you get caught up on all these build orders, because I've told you to do a lot of things. A 4-man increases the efficiency of a workplace by 40% for 24 hours. Or guard stations. I'll have to build 2. Raise hope, lower discontent, use guards to break up protests. Sure. I'll get a 4-man later. Watchtower. Could you just? Oh, these upgrade the watchtowers. Okay. I need this tent to be dismantled yesterday. Do you think that someone could get on this? Because I'm like a little worried that you're going to procrastinate on this so long that I'm like not going to be able to finish it. Discontent will rise greatly. Start heating 8 cold homes within 2 days. So this would be a job for a bunkhouse. Also a job for overdrive, but overdrive won't run for 3 days. But it also could be a job for generator power upgrade. I think we'll be fine for that, because this is 8 houses right here. So we just crank the generator to level 2. And then that takes care of that quest. But, like, please. Please? Thank you. Okay, 10 people in here. Heat it. Because we, I think, for now, for a little bit, could spare the coal. Because you're full. Because you're empty. Okay, 10 people on the thumper then. And then here, watchtower me. Because I don't know if a guard station is going to finish the explicitly watchtower quest. For you, you don't have abilities yet. Okay. That must be a guard tower thing. Build and man 2 watchtowers. Hope rises. And then we upgrade to guard stations. We can afford this pretty easily. Oh, they're so big. And then do you have an ability yet? No. Okay. Must be something we unlock further down in order. Glad to hear that. Oh, tendency 0 on Londoners. Okay, so if nothing else, even if like multiple different aspects of our economy are failing right now, at least the Londoners don't have a leg to stand on. Give me a second infirmary. Well, it's time to put a nail in the coffin of this health issue. We've been letting it linger for so long without taking decisive action. Temporary settlement. No smoke or signs of life. That means we go there. I hate signs of life. Ugh. Stinky. I need engineers. I gotta get people back into these workshops. Oh, God, because they're all probably sick. This is why. Alright, you guys get out of here, and then we can turn that heat off. You guys can get out of here, we can turn that heat off. All 10 of you can come in here. So we do still have 1 infirmary. Dismantle it. Dismantle it. Food is still okay, but I am watching. I'm keeping a close eye on it because I don't think it's going to be okay forever. I think we're probably not breaking even right now. I just haven't done the explicit math. Can I upgrade this steel foundry yet? I can. Steam Steelworks. Let's make our steel even more efficient so that we can prepare to research foundry and build prosthetics so that we have 19 people who go back to work. What do you mean you're full? You are kind of done. Yeah, that's true. That's pretty true. Well, then you can come in here. We also managed to find an engineer somewhere. Why don't you do a generator power upgrade so that we can finish this quest? And then this immediately is going into factory. We can't wait any longer on it. Well, okay, we can wait until we have 20 steel, and then we can't wait any longer on it. We do need to make these homes livable. We can't quite afford it. But we probably could if we staffed this gathering post. So let's gamble a bit, and if it turns out that we can't afford it, we can turn it down later. You almost done building your own upgrade over there, bud? Uh-oh, I can't afford to give you what you need. Yeah, I guess I don't have like 100 wood. Okay. Okay, you are done. Get to work. No, don't leave. Okay, fine. I guess you need to refuel. That's okay. Efficiency 120. I can, I think, afford to do this. The numbers are so big that I'm just going to assume that I can afford to do it. And then as soon as you refuel... Is it bad that we're at like day 15 on a settlement that still feels like it's teetering on the brink? And my first thought was, well, I don't want it to tell me that I've crossed the line when eventually we win. Also, actually, I can't afford to have people get hurt. So yeah, sure. A couple more Londoners. Just tell him to frig off. 20 steel. You're almost there. 20. Research. Factory. What's our most pressing problem right now? Probably food. Although it is late at night, we're about to get a lot. Might still be food. It also might be tech, and it also might be that we don't have any engineers. I truly believe that we're about to turn a corner on illnesses. Yeah, they're all done in 6 hours. We're gonna get so many people back. Also, this place is packed. Whatever, just leave it. You're so close to prosthetics. Just finish prosthetics, and then the small problems will sort themselves out. Scouts have reached temporary settlement. Yeah, give me more steam cores. More steam cores. Walled colony. No movement, no smoke. That means we enter. Sounds like my kind of place. What should I be building? Let's look. Honestly, don't think we need any of it except maybe like a fighter set. More than half of our people live near guard stations. I'm going to assume that's good. You have no coal out back. So you need... No, you do have coal out back. You have 128. I'd love to get this staffed with more people. But that's where a lot of the amputees can go. After they've got prosthetics. Yeah, get Watchmen to remove it. We hate graffiti. Also, are you almost done with the coal back here? You're really taking your sweet time on it. I feel like I gotta point out. London is getting more followers. Yeah, sure. We're at 138. Why don't you get off of that and come into here? That's something that I can do to pick up coal production in the short term. I can also open the Book of Laws. I need stuff that makes people hate the Londoners. Patrol? Each use will reduce discontent and raise hope slightly. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Prison seems pretty good, but I don't have the steel to spare for that. Propaganda Center seems like one of those things that might push you over the line, so I'm going to go with Patrol. And then we are going to fire that every time it's up. Does this cost rations? It does cost food rations. Okay, a little scary. But we're going to have laborers back. People need to work in here, I think. Now that we're up to 114 raw food. Get in there. 41 ill. Just get better. Will yourself through it. We also have to keep homes warm for 2 more days. We're not breaking even on coal. I think we might start to, now that I've staffed this. If we don't, I can turn drain settings down to 1, and I can at least make these 8 homes livable, which will still finish that quest, but we cannot afford to fail that with discontent and hope on the brink like this. That event is going to shatter the resolve of the Londoners if it finishes successfully, and it's going to embolden them beyond the point of no return if it fails. $34 sick. Yes? I will reprimand the guards. In real life, I would like the option to fire the guards. But I will be reprimanding guards for a slight hope increase. Because I think I need patrol to remain effective long term. Why are people discontent anyway? Bad food, bad healthcare, cold at home? What do you mean bad food? Oh, because it's soup. Okay, fair. I forgot I turned that on. One of these days, when I'm done in Purpose, I gotta get back over to Moonshine. Like, I gotta do Public House, and then I gotta do Moonshine, and that should take care of that, and that should really spike discontent back down. But, like, my foremost in my mind right now is getting those big 2 guard station upgrades that you do, like, patrols, so that I can manage this. I gotta get that down. You're done. Explorer for survivors, I would love to see engineers. 18 engineers is a beautiful sign. But also, that's like 50 people. It's like 60 people. Where are they going to live? Also, remember bunkhouses? Yeah, I remember bunkhouses. Let's do this. Oh, you know what? I want to be really careful with this. I have screwed myself before where I've had an active Keep Homes Livable quest, and I have upgraded homes that were livable that has made them unlivable and has failed me the quest. So I think to be safe, I'm just going to wait until that's done before I upgrade these bunkhouses. I don't want to get caught by that. It's pretty bad. But yeah, right now, I need engineers. I gotta really get these workshops going. It appears as though we are turning a corner on sickness. These guys are like all at 1 hour, so as soon as they're done, I think I'll use the rations. This one looks like a great candidate for ration use. And then we're gonna get a factory out. It'll probably go like over here somewhere. I hate the layout of this city right now, just for what it's worth. Like all of this, you're cool. You're sort of cool, but like I hate everything going on back here. Everything back here is just pure convenience rather than actually being sound judgment. Coal is still negative, which also makes me think that Steam Coal Thumper should probably come pretty soon. Steam Coal Thumper, 3rd gathering post. We'll probably have us set for a little bit. And then in the factory, we can be producing automatons. That'll let us set up these 1 to 2 coal mines over here. Is there a 3rd coal mine here? Yeah. We could get those. I don't really want to build a coal mine before I can man it with an automaton, because of how far away they are. But I think we're okay. Somehow. Sickness is still, like, kind of on the brink. You're also now a pretty good candidate for ration use to speed those up. We can build new homes. Oh, I hate it. Blech. Disgusting empty ring of not usefulness. I'm really not saving steel for anything right now, so sure, just build a house. You know you're going to need them in 22 hours, so let's get on it now. I have 5 free workers. How about you all go in here? And then the last 2 can go in here. Health is ticking up, down, down, up, down, up, down. Because I don't have the engineers to spare. I can't build another infirmary because I don't have 10 engineers to put in it. These are the only 4 spare engineers I have, and I have to keep them working on at least some kind of research. Yeah, in 18 hours I do. So, I mean, I guess I could build the infirmary now in preparation. Okay, you've talked me into it. I've talked I've talked me into it, but it's a good suggestion all the same. It is a good time to build. Remove it. And then patrol in a little bit. Why? What? Oh, the watchmen were beaten. Okay, event. Yeah, hope will rise. Secure the streets. Call that a rise? Okay. I don't know that I'd call that a rise. Londoners gain more followers because hope's pretty bad. That's okay. We're going to send it back down. 13 hours we'll be able to staff that up. I love that I don't have to turn heaters on in here for you. Oh, wait a minute. I've got 5 in here. Forgot I had a 3rd medical post. Get in there. And then you can be destroyed. Yeah, I just want you guys to show up. I want you to finish. You're ready, though. Oh my god, look at that discontent penalty. Holy cow. We love to see that. I could also maybe, like, stop overtime work. Where are people overtime? Sawmill? You don't need to be overtime in a sawmill. You guys kind of do need to be overtime. Oh, now that I look at it. But I guess you don't need to be. And I think the cookhouse definitely doesn't need to be. Like, there have been times the cookhouse is idle. That was just discontent for no reason. I just finished me factory. How are we looking on the ration cooldown? Still have a ways to go on it. How are we looking on labor? We have 4 people unemployed. We could find things for them to do. To extract maximum value from our people. This is definitely trending downwards, even without this 3rd one. Well, no, it's because 10 people just got into it. Oh, yeah, true. Like, take 3 and 3 and put them in here. So you're running like a 776. That makes sense. Hey, don't feel too bad about the backseating, because they're conclusions that I would come to eventually. Hopefully. Just not conclusions that I will come to as I'm trying to put out 35 separate burning fires all at the same time. How about we take 2 of you out here? Oh, these are engineers! How long has this been happening? What a catastrophic error. Alright, get in there. That's pretty bad. Discontent will rise? I can manage that. Be angry, I don't care. We didn't even need the lumber. Okay, that was an issue. Factory. Oh, it's all coming together now. Outpost Depot is like, correct me if I'm wrong. Outpost Depot is stupid strong. It's like 5 engineers and a little bit of upfront resources for an incredible amount of resources every day. I really feel like I want to prioritize this. Because then we run like 1 coal line to Winterhome, and then we get faster outpost teams, and we run a second one to like Tesla City, and then we have infinite steam cores. So what else would I grab? Steam coal thumper is probably like the second most important thing I'm looking at. Generator efficiency I'm also looking at. But generator efficiency doesn't matter if we're pulling 800 coal a day out of Winterhome. So how about we grab Outpost Depot, and then we grab generator efficiency, and then we probably grab improved heaters, because I think the -2 cold wave is coming pretty soon. No, not you. You. I think that seems like a sound decision. Also, I gotta build homes for these people. Did we? No, 20 hours. Just be very careful with the homes that you upgrade. Where am I gonna put you? The next generator upgrade will actually take us out to here. So let's put like 1, 2, 3, 4. They'll all be in range of the towers. The next generator range upgrade will be able to reach them. Seems like a perfectly fine place to put a couple houses. We'll have idle builders in about 4 hours. Actually, we'll have a bunch of idle builders now. Yeah, sure. Chase them away. We'll have a couple more Londoners. I think we can get this under control. 12 minutes. And then here, I think now is the time to get into adaptation and go public house and go moonshine. So give me public house. Public house is going to go anywhere I can find room for it, really. It does have a little bit of self-heating, but not much. Moonshine's just too good. Whatever, you can go back here. Okay, build all this stuff up. You've got a lot to do tonight. Wood is full. We can take people off of Sawmill. I need you guys to find Tesla City. Observatory has people, though, so I don't really want to do that. Get me to Dreadnought Landing, and then find me Tesla City. 39, 29, 19, 9. We will still have 9 homeless people. We're going to need 1 more house. Where would be a good place for a tower? This would be 4. It would not be in range of a tower, but we could put a tower like here, and that would reach all of it. So maybe we do that. And then because we're full on... Oh, no one's working here, no one's working here. No one's doing wood collections, that's fine. Staff it. Staff it. It's been a long time coming. Get to work. And now, if not before, absolutely now, we are going to need more food production. So give me another hunter's hut out here. Give me 2 more. Go insane with it. Is that going to destroy trees? Let's run this one instead, just in case it destroys trees that sawmill needs later. 1 more of you in here. And then just build. Build everything. Good. Good. 11 free laborers. You 11 free laborers are going to work in a factory, probably. I'll put you like here. There might be room for a fun building in the middle there. Okay, housing's down to 9. Why? Because you're not done building yet. Then we'll be good. Public house, almost done. What? I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad that people support the guards. I support the guards. We have 6 people left to get treated. This seems like a decent candidate. Extra rations. Extra rations. Public house, work. Hope rises. Okay. Okay. Now we gotta solve. Well, this is gonna solve hope. In 8 hours, our hope is gonna be solutioned. Lenders gain more followers. That is fine. I can deal with you. Coal is looking scary. Third gathering post. Yeah, eat your fill. We have rations for you. We have plenty of raw food, too. Oh, factory's up. Yeah. I still need to sign the prosthetics law. I can do that in 2 hours. Moonshine's gonna have to wait. Prosthetics is far more important than Moonshine. Sorry to all Moonshine lovers, but like it's obvious. I did promise people warmth, and I did deliver. It's true. And it did increase my hope, and Londoner's tendency is back to 0. Stuffed toy dog. Glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear a lot of things lately, man. Look at all this stuff I'm glad to hear these days. Alright, give me prosthetics. I know you got them. And we have 159 steel. Okay, here we go. That's automatons. Don't make those yet. We don't quite have the resources for that. Actually, we do. We could make an automaton, like, right now. Make the prosthetics first. Do safe things, then do insane things. I wasn't doing the math. I was wondering how long it's going to be until that event fires again for the guy who we give the automaton to, because he gives us a discount on future automatons. Outpost depots reached. Oh my god, it's all happening. We're turning a corner. You're going to go here. You're going to destroy resources. Guess what? Don't care. Didn't ask. Plus, you're getting a road. Plus, your infinite steam cores. Technology. Efficiency upgrade. What was the other thing we wanted? We could start looking at flying hunters. And we're probably going to do that soon, but it's not like a right now kind of thing. I think Steam Coal Thumper is a right now kind of thing. Because our coal has like kind of been teetering for a bit. We've been coasting on the fact that we've been at cap, but it's steadily declining, and I've seen it declining. So give me Steam Coal Thumper so that we can upgrade this and we can make our coal production good. Especially because these deposits are probably going to give out like any day now. And then, this might be an unpopular opinion, but I'm going to stop it there. I'm not going to play an entire Frostpunk game today, considering we're at day 19, and I've been live for 2.5 hours. So here's what's going to happen. I still need to get my daily Against the Storm game in. That is going to happen in about 10 minutes after I take a break, refill water, go to the bathroom, do some other stuff. We're going to play Against the Storm. Tomorrow, I think we will probably go day 20 to day 35 to 40, something like that. And then, I don't know, I'll find time for the family. It might end up being next weekend, like next Saturday. So, tentative schedule. And then for people who are here like just to watch Frostpunk and have never been here before, there is a VODs channel. It is Chef Plays Games VODs. All Twitch videos wind up there eventually. If you miss a live stream, I will miss your participation in chat, but you can at least see if we managed to win our very first game on hard or not. So we are going to be saving game. You can see I have not played that many games. We are going to save. We are going to call this hard stream. No, that's way too sexual. We're going to call this Twitch challenge. We're going to call this Twitch challenge. And then we're going to save it again because we're paranoid. And then we're going to quit. And then I'm going to put us onto the 5-minute going live page, and then we're going to go do our daily against the storm. So I will either see you around for that, I will see you around next time we play Frostpunk, or I will see you around next time you want to catch something else. But I'll be back in 5 for people who want to stick around.